How's it going? Welcome back to the Untitled Park Series, and welcome back to episode 5 of Liberty Lagoon. Now, I know you can't see me right now, but I'm standing up. Don't know why you need to know that, but I just thought it'd help me commentate a bit more, because I have a little bit of a problem when I'm recording these videos, and that's if I record them every week, I kind of run out of things to talk about. But you know what? We're going to see what happens. So today, we are starting on the queue line. Now, if you're making a roller coaster, you need a queue line. You need a queue line to queue up in, and that's a big part of the ride. And because we have got a dueling coaster, there are 2 different rides. You need 2 different queue lines, so you'll see me make that in a bit. For now, though, I'm just making a little shack. It's like a head chopper element for the beginning of the ride, and it's near the entrance of the ride. So you see this when you're walking in the queue line, and it's a good little interaction piece at the beginning of the ride. So yeah, that's what's going on today. At the end as well, I'll give you a live view of the whole queue line. I'll give you a little spoiler. I don't finish it today because I'm going to finish it off camera, because there is a lot to do. It's a lot of placing rocks and trees and making sure like all the blank spaces are filled up. But you'll get the idea. You'll see it come to life. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's one of them things where I made it. It went really well. And yeah, I wouldn't change anything. It went well, and in this game stuff doesn't go well the first time, so making a whole queue line the first time went really well, and it made my day. I was so happy. But yeah, that's where we are so far, and you'll see me make that a little bit later on. But yeah, we're getting near the end of the roller coaster. We're getting near the end of Liberty Lagoon. Don't you worry though. If you're enjoying the series, we still have more Liberty Lagoon shenanigans coming at you. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. I'm geeking out. But yeah, the series is not over just yet. We have got, I think I'm looking to add 3 more areas into the park, if possible. There's a lot of crap I need to put in the park, like normal pathing, and I need to fill in the non-themed areas as well, because it is really easy. Well, not easy, but it's really straightforward to do a themed area, because you have a theme, obviously, like for the Wild West area, Liberty Lagoon, that you're watching right now. It's a simple theme, and it's easy to put a Western theme down, make everything look old and raggedy. But for the rest of the park, like, I don't have a plan for that right now. Obviously, it's going to be called the Untitled Park Series, because I've said it again. It's to show that if you have an idea and you keep at it, you can do anything. You can do anything in life, especially make a theme park. So yeah, that's going to be a challenge later down the line, and I don't know if I'm going to record it, because it's going to be a lot of tampering off camera. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, that's stuff to think about later down the line. And also transition areas, like the transition from the quarry into Liberty Lagoon. I want to look at that again, because if you remember, in the first like sort of area, let me say that again. If you remember at the start of the series, we kind of put a couple planters down, and that was like the quarry transition into Liberty Lagoon. I feel like I can do better. I feel like I can come up with something a little bit cooler and a little bit more fluid to get you into the area. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I do have a very exciting plan for something to do with the park, but not an area. I want to put a stage in somewhere. Now, I was going to try and fit a stage on the lake, on the Liberty Lagoon lake, but I don't want it. It would be very cramped if I did that, and I want there to be a lot of space for people to walk around. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it like in the park, just an unbranded stage where I can make programmable lights, and like to music, to shows, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm going to do that later down the line. Definitely don't need to think about it right now, but I'm just letting you know in case you want to stop watching the series and come back for that. So there will be a stage coming very soon. On the screen right now is me creating the 2 entrances. Now we've got 2 different queue lines. We've got the wooden side and the steel side. If you don't know, the whole vibe of the ride is that there's 2 different coasters that you can go on. You've got wood and steel, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I might call the ride Fusion. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think it's a good name. But yeah, I'm going to think about it a little bit more because I feel like I can come up with a cooler name than Fusion. But yeah, that's the plan for now. And you'll be able to tell in the footage, but I was mainly inspired by a wooden roller coaster. I think is it Stampeder? It might not be. There's a dueling roller coaster somewhere, and there's a red and a blue side, and you're all going to shout at me because I can't remember the name. But that's what I took my main inspiration from. You go in the queue line, you pick a red or blue side, and I wanted to do that, but obviously I didn't want to use red or blue because it didn't fit in with the area. So we've gone silver and gold? Brown? Silver and brown, really, to flipping heck, I can't speak. Oh my goodness. Differentiate, there we go, between the 2 queue lines. And I say this in the live view, because spoiler alert, I filmed the live view before I'm recording this little voiceover. I said in the live view that... I can't remember. What did I say? Oh yeah, I said in the live view that both the rides are pretty balanced. Like, one ride is not more intense than the other. I know Yoy in Wallaby Holland, I believe. I really need to do my research before I record these videos. It's a new roller coaster that's opened. Dueling Rollercoaster, RMC single rail. One side is quite family friendly, the other side is like a thrill coaster. I kind of wanted to do that with these 2, but it ended up, I got too excited and I made it a thrilling ride experience for both sides. So yeah, both sides are very equal. One side is not more intense than the other, I don't think. I haven't counted the inversions, so one side might be a bit more biased than the other, but they are 2 completely different ride experiences. I didn't want to make a dueling coaster like Stardust Races. I haven't seen a POV of it, but I'm pretty sure it's very samey, like each side is exactly the same. So I wanted to make a ride that was completely different, whatever side you went on. And yeah, I think I've done that, so I'm very happy with that. As you can see right now, I'm currently starting the queue line, putting random junk in places. And the footage that you're seeing right now is pretty much what I'm going to do off camera, so you're not missing out on a lot. You're just missing out on the boring part, which I can do off camera. So that's pretty much what's going on. There's not a lot to talk about. This is the problem when I record videos so close together. I normally save up a load of info to yap about for about 15 minutes, but I've got nothing. This time. Have I got any park trips coming up? No. Can you believe it? I got nothing going on. I guess I can talk about the schedule. I'm aiming, and please don't hold me to this because I'll crack under pressure and delete my channel. I won't. But I want to get a Planet Coaster video out once a week. I know you're shocked. It can't be done. You mutter under your breath, but it can be. Ideally, I want to be more frequent. I want to get a Planet Coaster video uploaded once a week, and a normal video, whether that be a vlog, a sit-down video, anything like that. I just want to get one a week. So stay tuned for that. Next week, you might see the station getting made. Count your lucky stars. If that ever happens, but yeah, we'll see. Now, something I definitely want to do a lot more in this area, that I didn't do a lot in the quarry, is lighting. I think lighting is so good. This game can be a bit tricky when it comes to lighting, because the lighting is massively improved from Planet Coaster 1. There's still a couple problems that the game needs to sort itself out, but apart from that, the lighting is so upgraded. And they recently made a new update where every light in the game can be triggered on like a sequence, because the floodlights in the game, if you know them, you couldn't trigger them before, but now you can, so it makes my life so much easier. And the floodlights are my favourite because they look so realistic. I mean, them circular black lights that we had in Planet Coaster 1, they were good, but they were just, one, too big, and they were just ugly. They didn't look realistic at all. And you can scale them now. Them black ones that I'm talking about, you can scale them, which is amazing. Again, should have been there on release day, but you can't have everything you want. That would be too good. That would be too good to have. So yeah, something I want to do is definitely get the lighting right. You'll see a little bit later on that I add purple lights to the ride area, and I think that looks really nice. But yeah, I just need to make it. There's something off about the lights. I don't know what it is. They kind of don't reach the areas I want them to, and then if I do that, it becomes too obvious. But yeah, it's something I need to work out, and I think this area in the park especially would really benefit from like good lighting and stuff like that. So yeah, lighting the area. In terms of what's next after this video, the station, and then it's done, and then we move on to the other rides. I already have ideas for the other areas, and you know what, I'll say it now. I'll do a little teaser for the next couple rides that you can look forward to. Let me get in my notes app because I wrote them down. I won't tell you the theme yet, but I'll tell you what rides are going to go in. So there will be a junior coaster. Can you believe it? I'm going to make a coaster that doesn't go upside down. Impossible. There will be a flat ride and a log flume. Oh, in the new area. I haven't made a log flume on the game before, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge to overcome, but it can't be too hard, right? Right? I'm going to regret saying that. So yeah, log flume flat ride junior coaster in the new area. It's going to be a lot smaller than Liberty Lagoon, but a lot bigger than the quarry. I think a nice in-between would work well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've got the theme down, I've got the name. I'll give you a hint as well. I did it in Planet Coaster 1 again, but it's coming over to Planet Coaster 2. It's not mainframe, if you know what I'm talking about. It's something else, but yeah, I'm very, very excited to bring it over. And I think it's quite a unique theme because as much as I love the Wild West theme, it has been done millions of times. And I think I kind of want to rush this series along because Wild West, everyone's seen it. But I don't want to rush it so much that it doesn't look good. But I think I've got a decent balance so far. So yeah, very excited for that. In terms of this area, we need to put a flat ride in and then possibly a dark ride. I really want to get this dark ride sorted out. But like I just said, I don't want this series to go on for about 7 years. And then you're watching Wild West content for the next decade and a half. So yeah, I'll think about it. It might have to be a really small dark ride. But again, I don't want to cheap out and do a really small dark ride. That's crap and underwhelming. So I'll have a think about that. It might be a flat ride, dark ride situation like Tower of Terror. That's a good example of like a flat ride that doesn't take up a lot of space but is very themed and very immersive. So yeah, I might do something like that. But I think if I'm going to do a dark ride in the future, I need to put it in like its own proper area. And maybe, if I have the time, I can put it in the new area. The new... I won't say. I won't tell you the theme just yet, but it's quite a... That didn't make sense. It's quite a uncommon theme. I can think of one park in my head that it's been done at in real life. So, yeah, there we go. We've got that to look forward to. But yeah, I appreciate all the support on this series as always. I've got back into the game, like I said last week. I've really got back into the game. This theme is quite easy as well, so there's no like, I don't have to worry about oh, it doesn't look good. I don't have real life like guidance. Everyone's done it before. If I run out of an idea, I can just have a look at the nearest YouTuber to get inspiration from, because everyone's done it. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. So yeah, I will leave you with some music for a little bit, and I will see you in the live view. But again, thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, why not? Give it a cheeky like, and yeah, I will try and be back very soon with the station building of the roller coaster. I will see you soon. Au revoir. Or should I say, auf Wiedersehen. Cough, cough, cough. Wink, wink. Goodbye. Okay, so we're now at the entrance to the ride, and I'm going to show you around the queue line. Now, I do have to say it is not completely finished because there is a lot to do, as you will see, but I'm going to do that off camera. It's kind of the same stuff I've been doing this whole time, just getting a blank area and putting stuff in there, but you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's go through the little entrance bit. You get a great view of the coasters interacting with you. Wow. But yeah, you walk into this sort of like pre-entrance area, and here you get to pick what side you go on. Now, I don't exactly know the name of the coaster yet, but I want the very rough theme to be, this is like a steel side and this is a wooden side, and you can pick what side you want. I think they have a pretty balanced ride experience as well, so one side is not more intense than the other. But anyway, let's pick the wooden side for example's sake, because it's quite blank on that side. And yeah, you get a great view of the ride when you're walking around the queue line. Obviously, I've put a safety fence in there for a bit more added realism, because you're very close to the ride over here. But yeah, walking around, you've got some nice lights that I've made, and you get a really good shot of the ride launching out the barrel. Again, the fence kind of ruins it, but makes it more realistic. Cool. Look at that, following it round. It's all snaking together so you can see the other people in the other queue. And you get to the first cattle pen. I know everyone hates cattle pen, but again, it's realistic. And yeah, we've got some very rough theming over here. It's kind of the same stuff for Western. There's crates, there's wood everywhere, rocks, plants. Quite basic, but hey, it fills out the area. Walk around the cattle pen, round again. But while you're walking around, you do get really good views of the ride. So, I mean, the theming is kind of secondary. I mean, you're going to be looking at the ride the whole time. Yeah, you get cool views from any angle. Cool little tent that I can theme up more off camera. And then you get into the first little undercover bit under the second launch of the ride. And I've put little chains here, so if you're on the other side, you can see the ride launching. Pretty good timing. But yeah, again, a very basic like cover. I know Stealth has got one at Thorpe Park where you go under the launch and there's like a little cover to protect you from any flying debris. So yeah, I thought I'd do the same here. Another mini cattle pen, but again, more theming and a great view of the ride going past. And then when you're through the final cattle pen, you'll go into the station, and as you can see, it's not been themed up yet, but this side you go under the ride, which is pretty cool, and then that side you just go up that side. Yeah, if we go from the sky, you can see the whole layout of the queue. They are together pretty much the whole time. Now, I do think the wooden side is a bit longer than the steel side, only because, well, I didn't make them very well. This is my favorite queue I've made in the game. It looks quite realistic, and also, after playing around for a little bit, I've made the queues actually square instead of that annoying curved corner thing that keeps happening. So I do wish Planet Coaster add the square edges back to the game, because they had it in Planet Coaster 1, so I don't know why it's not been taken over to Planet Coaster 2. But yeah, I think they look a bit more realistic, but I'm very happy with the layout of the queue, because in my head it was going to go all the way over here and it was going to kind of come around there, and it would have looked cool, I guess, but I really like how you're so close to all the supports and like you're under the ride the whole time. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with it, and like I said, this whole area needs to get themed, so I'm going to do that off camera so you're not watching a 45-minute video of me placing rocks. And yeah, in the next video we're going to start on the station and, well, hopefully finish it, and I'm looking forward to that. And then that's pretty much the ride done after that video. So yeah, it's been a good ride, literally, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the finished result. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of the queue down below. It was pretty tricky to do, but I think it looks cool. And yeah, I will see you in the next Planet Coaster 2 video. Bye bye.